So you've added your avatar image to Blackboard, and you go back and look at it and realize it's not quite what you want it to look like. In this situation, I used a rectangular image that's, let's say, 300 pixels this way and 150 pixels this way. Now remember, our recommended size for an avatar is 150 by 150. So what Blackboard does is it leaves this alone. This is still 150, but now it's taken this 300 and scrunched it to half of its size. So I look even shorter and squattier and chunkier than I actually am, and frankly, nobody needs to see that. So you have a couple of options. You can browse your computer and find another image that you can use, or you can crop this image to make it a square that fits into that 150 by 150 size constraint. Now don't worry if you don't have fancy image editing software like Photoshop. If you're using a Windows computer, Windows comes with something built in called Paint, and it's very limited in what it can do, but it will allow you to crop an image. So let's go ahead and open up Paint, and to do that I'm going to move over here to my Start button and click, and then my Paint icon is here in my Start menu, but that's because I just used it. If you've never used it before, which likely you haven't, then it's going to be here under All Programs. So click All Programs, and then you're going to scroll through all of your folders here till you find Accessories. And your Accessories has all of your Windows accessories that come with your operating system. So scroll down until you find Paint and click Paint. And when Paint opens up, then you can click the Open button, click over here to Open, and maneuver to where that picture is that you want to edit. Here's my picture that I want to use. And Paint allows you to, on the home ribbon that opens up, you can use the Select option here to select a portion of the image, and then you can crop it to that size. So I'm going to click and drag. Oops, that's not what I needed. It's okay, you can Control Z to undo. Make sure you hit Select first. And then I'm going to click and drag, and as you can see, that little dotted line means that I'm drawing a box around my image. And if you'll notice at the bottom of your image, it shows you how many pixels across and how many pixels up and down you have. So if you want it to be a true square, which we really do need it to be pretty close to a square, then you can kind of make it as much of a square as you want to. In my situation now, I've got it 366 by 366, and I'll show you where that is if you didn't see it. Here it is. This is showing me how far across it is. It's 366 and then 366 up and down, and that just shows up at the bottom as we're dragging our image. So now I'm going to come back to my home ribbon and click the Crop button, and that's going to crop my image to that size. Now you can crop it smaller if you want to. So I could make it even a little bit smaller. And again, keep watching this area down here so you can see how big it is. If I'm going to get right in the corner, and I'm going to move over. Let's say I just want it to go that far over, so that's 326. Oops, I'm doing it one-handed, so there we go. That's pretty close. Oops, I'm doing it one-handed, so it's a little bit hard. So that's probably close enough. So I'm going to let go, and I'm going to crop. And then if we want to, you can resize it. And resizing in Paint allows you to change the dimensions of your image by percentage or by pixel. So I can change this to 150 to see how close we were. And it was pretty close, 150 by 148, and that's really close enough, I think. So I'm going to click OK, and then I'm going to click up here on my Save As, and I'm going to save my image as just me. Yeah. And I could replace the image that I already have there, but I don't really need to because I've already done that. And now I'm going to click on my taskbar, my Firefox icon, here we are, and go back to Blackboard. And I'm going to browse my computer to find my new image that I just created. And I'm going to click Open, and scroll down so that you can see that it's attached. So it's selected file, just me, and I'm going to click Submit. And now my image is changed here. It's kind of hard to see because my screen is small. I'm going to click personalize my settings so that you can see the image now. And as you can see, it still shows that I'm a little bit chunkier than I need to be, certainly, but at least it's not skewed anymore.